I'm going to be reading from a memoir in progress called Listening for the Boys. And this is part of an essay that I'm working on for that project. I hold a memory of my father that is unusual because it is tender, an outlier in otherwise rocky terrain. In it, I am looking up at him from eye level with his thigh, in awe how he rises tall and full. As I regard his bearded face, a warmth centers in my heart space and pulses through me just to have him near, just to know he is mine. His presence somehow sets things right, like the centerpiece of a puzzle completes the picture. He looks down at me, his eyes lit not by the rage I will come to know, but by kindness that melts his stern face into warming syrup. I am certain at this point we still love each other in that pure way that little boy sons do their big man fathers, and are likewise loved by them, before the time when such loving is no longer allowed. Our look lasts only a moment before my father kneels his body to mine and scoops me up under my armpits, into the air, into his arms, close enough for his curly coarse whiskers to tickle my baby's bottom face. Then he kisses me and I'm warmed all over, knowing that he loves me because his lips have told me so. The memory of my father's kiss stands apart because our weather shifted quickly, early. My uneasiness around him, his uneasiness in me, perhaps him sensing my joy from his kisses as something disgusting and gloom, turning his eyes to judging, to anger, to frightening, causing his drift to elsewhere. He takes his kisses with him. In the time of my father's slow slide away, another man enters, a stranger, a foil. No one sees him but me. The clouds hang overhead as if even the sun refuses to see, the world tinted melancholy and gray. I am alone when he appears, playing on the sidewalk, riding in the big wheel that is my favorite thing at the time. Thunderbolts down my axles, tassels on my handlebars. The man who approaches me wears a father's face like mine who's gone missing. Smiling eyes like I remember, but chubby, spotted cheeks and most of the clown hair. When he smiles at me, I flush. He says something to me I no longer remember, but I put my hand into his. His fingers feel thick to bursting like sausages, grooved like my Sunday corduroys. I look up at him too, yet with eyes wide open, I am still child blind. And while no one is watching, he leads me away. The walls where he takes me echo our voices, high and young, mingled with booming and low. I cannot remember our words. As we climb upward, my hand still in his, I imagine having to hop up a bit to keep in step with his strides until finally, near the top, we sit. My shoulder graces the bumpy green wall, the color of mint chocolate chip ice cream to match the speckled green floor. When does he let my hand go? Maybe he lays his instead on my knee, approaching me as a hunter with a fawn, delicately so as not to alarm. What does he say to get me to turn over on my stomach, so that I'm staring into the darkness, my thighs pressing against the protrusion of the stair, as he fumbles with my pants, his zipper, until he presses his weight on top of me, his flesh against mine, forces himself past my breaking point, past the point that a voice should never be broken. Perhaps it is best I cannot recall the sensation of it, the pain, the way his touch rips me in two, the child I could have been, and the never child I am now. But my body keeps the record. It is broken in ways I couldn't know and discover still. In the end, this man swooped me up like my father did, into the air, into his arms, kissing at the tears cutting sorrow into my face as I choke on them. Don't cry, he says. Don't you tell nobody, he says. He places me back on my shelf, cracked, damaged, but intact enough so no one can see that I am ruined, perhaps for all time. Our roughhousing has once again turned into something else. We've fallen into an impromptu wrestling match outside a garden unit in our apartment complex. DeLon hovers on top of me, looking down at me, pinning my wrist behind my ears. Blades of grass staff into my bare back because my t-shirt has gotten hooked up, hiked up, and I can't fix it. I don't want to. The early fall Carolina breeze blows cool and fresh, sweet and moist like a freshly mowed lawn, as his eyes shift from mischievous to that tender thing I don't have a name for yet. That thing I feel whenever he touches me, even when it hurt, which it often does. But in my world, one always prefers the other. He is 13, I 14, both of us trying to fill our missing pieces. I wish you were a girl, D, he says, and I whisper back, me too. DeLon is one of the neighborhood boys to avoid, the kind that asks, "Let me see your ball," and doesn't give it back. The kind who skips school to smoke weed behind the arcade across the street. He is hazelnut brown, 5'8", compact and bow-legged, with an overbite that makes his mouth look simian, and he's always spitting, like people who chew tobacco when he doesn't. I make good grades, sing tenor in church choir, rock Bon Jovi or LL Cool J, and hide my teeth when I smile. I disappear against the lights of him, all macho bravado and I don't give a fuck attitude that I envy. So we're not friends. We shouldn't be anything. But in the fall of my sophomore year in high school, we become something. It happened seemingly out of the blue overnight. A late night basketball game begets a tussle in the laundromat, begets my first boy kiss, begets my first. DeLon becomes the first boy I ever choose, and he chooses me back.
Damn.